You are welcome to School of the Mind. The message for today is They That Wait, in bracket, patience. You see, there are factors that distinguish men. What makes men great is not just intelligence, like it's not about knowing too much, it's about certain things. And one of those things is what we'll be discussing today, patience. No matter how intelligent you are, no matter how hardworking you are, if you are not patient, if you have not cultivated this skill called patience, there is only so much you can do. Listen, certain things in life take time. You need patience. Certain things in life take time. You are not going to build a global company in 1 month. You are not going to grow a global company in 1 year. Certain things take time. This is the difference between the great and the small. Let me tell you, if you listen to my message, you might have catch a glimpse. There is a kind of individual the school of mind is designed to raise. One of my burden is that I can have a curriculum that when an individual begin to listen to me, that when someone submits to these messages, that in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, that individual must have shifted from an ordinary man to a mighty man of valor. There are things that distinguish men, and it's not intelligence. You see, I look back and I wonder, what if from age 7 I was only focused on just one thing, and from that age 7 I have been doing only one thing. See, if you are intelligent, if you are very smart, one problem you are going to find is that you can almost do anything. So you can be called to do this and you will do it perfectly. And sometimes you will lie to yourself that this is your calling, and then you do too many things at once. I call it the pain of multi-talented. You must focus on one thing and have patience to see it manifest before you jump into another. Focus on one thing and have the patience to see it manifest before you jump to another. Do not just listen to this message like one other content on social media and then move on, because this is a life-changing message. A life-changing message. I put it to you that if you can run with this message, that what you are doing currently now, you can be patient enough to wait until you begin to see fruit. There are things when you start, no matter how diligent and how hardworking you are, it will take 10 years before you begin to see solid fruit. There are things when you start, no matter the effort you put, you will not see any sign until after 1 year. Can you continue? Like I told you before, it is not intelligence that distinguishes men. It is factors like this, like patience. Though you are smarter than Mr. B. But you, Mr. A, you put in the work. You have more skill, more creativity. You put in the work, but after 5 months, you got exhausted. Mr. B is not so creative, but a little here, a little there. After 2 years, he is still focused on one thing. And after 5 years, the world is celebrating him. They call him an intelligent man. I call him a man of patience. He said, follow them, who through faith and patience has obtained the promise. So when people say I'm going to learn a skill and they are talking of other skill, make sure patience is one of the skill that you learn. Can you see? It takes discipline to do something again, again, and again. Yes, especially in this generation of feedback, where you post something on status and in 2 minutes you are going to check to see who viewed it, how many people like it. If you pattern your life in that order, it's already done. The ability to wait. This is what separates boys from men. The ability to wait. This is what separates boys from men. You see, I will not just come here to tell you things. Yes, one of the promise I made to myself is that every message I will drop on this platform will have the ability to change. If any individual hearken to me, you see, it's something I sit within myself that this thing you are about to teach, if someone should agree with you and run with you, what will they become? This is a question I have answered, and I tell you the truth. This thing, the matters you hear about, if and when you run with it, it has the capacity to transform your life. The power of patience, what separates boys from men. I have studied great men from every aspect of life, in football, in music, in ministry, I have studied them, and I have realized that some of them were nobody for the first 5 years of their career. Some of them were nobody for the first 10 years. Some did it for 15 good years before they began to see progress. How many years have you tried? It is not my prayer that you will do it for 15 years before you see progress, but it is my prayer and my desire that you cultivate the spirit of patience. You see, faith and patience are brother. Any faith that lack patience is not faith. Any faith that lack patience is not faith. Can you wait? I ask again. Can you wait? Can you wait? I ask again. Because if you cannot wait, then global complaint does not belong to you. If you cannot wait, fulfilling a vision is not your mandate. If you cannot wait, then you cannot build anything that the world will celebrate. Because you cannot use 1 week to build something that can serve the world. You cannot use 1 month to build something that will transform life across the globe. Can you wait? Can you wait? It takes time to build a global brand. It takes time to build a fulfilling life. It takes time to build a happy marriage. It takes time. Anything sensitive, anything that is awesome, it takes time. It takes time. You are not going to stumble upon this thing. It takes time to build a self-fulfilling character. It takes time to build anything awesome. It takes time. It takes time. You are not going to stumble into these things. If it's something people stumble upon, many would have. Yes, that thing you want to be, the honorary men across the globe want something like that too. But it is matters like this that distinguish the boys from men. Things like patience, patience, patience. Can you wait? Can you wait? Can you wait? If you can wait, listen, a patient man in everything is like a man who already knows the outcome. It's not just about building. There are times you are going to face opposition. You see, you don't actually need to do anything. All you need to do is to be still and wait. You will find out that your enemies will attack and attack until they use their own hand to bring down themselves. The worst person to attack is a patient man, because while the battle is going on, he's not even reacting. He's not reacting. He looks like someone who already know the end before the battle began. That is what patience does for you. Be patient. Be patient. That vision, that plan you are working on, if it does not show progress after 1 month, what will you do? Be patient. If it does not show progress after 1 year, what will you do? Be patient. You may reinvent, you may re strategize, but do not quit.